This might help. Welcome to this special Wednesday morning stream. I am your host, bringing coffee and chat straight to your door. Let me go and put these back over here. All they're doing is making my eye hurt more. Let me go on and get everything synced in here real quick like. Hopefully the internet holds up. It's been in and out all morning long. Ever since I got out of bed, it's been going in and out, in and out, in and out. We have storms coming through the area this morning. So we're going to go spinny, spinny, spinny on the video. I can see that. There's our little PSA. We'll go for the share. Oh, goodness. No, there's no everyone yet, Janet. Oh, there's Squatch. There's Squatch. Oh, come on. You slow moving some biatch. There we go. There's that. There's that. There's that. Good morning, Jan. Morning, Squatch. Hope you guys are doing well this morning. As you can imagine, things are kind of slow moving around here. I got up. I actually I got up at 5:30. I think I slept for uh, almost 7 hours last night. So went to bed right along about 10:40 or so, and didn't get up till 5:30. Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty day, all right. We had thunder earlier, and now the computer's saying rain coming, but I'm showing nothing on the Doppler, so I got no clue what's happening. God only knows. God only knows. Of course, I got a video coming out here as soon as the live stream's over with. And then my butt is crawling back in bed. Um, I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night. The wife made an incredible dinner last night. Um, I took like 3 bites of the meat, and that was about the extent of it. I slept 4 hours yesterday, 5 hours last night. I haven't slept this much since I had the kufi. Yep. But hey, at least I had the energy to shave this morning and brush my hair. So, I mean, that's something. But yeah, I wanted to give this a try. Thank you guys for the well wishes last night. I I don't think it's the big C. Um, I think I just picked up a cold. I don't know. It doesn't feel like uh, doesn't feel like it did the last time. It feels like the flu, and but I can feel it like down here in the lower part of my lungs and stuff. So that's what got me. That's what started worrying me. But I'm here. I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'm going to keep going. I might even try to keep going. I might even try to keep going if I'm not alive. We'll call it the Undead Files. Oh. Good, I couldn't deal with another person with the big C. And I'm getting real tired of it. And our illustrious leader in Washington just announced 2 days ago that the pandemic was over. I think he needs to really get it once to realize what over really means. Stomach's still messed up. But, like I said, I'm here. I figure as long as I can move and come in here and sit down, I've left last wishes for my unpublished content to be released by my wife. That's actually a really good idea. Do your do a video, last will and testament. All the goodbyes, the sayonaras, the hasta luegos, everything. Now, honey, I would like you to release this video the day after they put me in the ground. That way, my trolls don't show up to the funeral and ruin it. I'd like to let everybody know exactly what I think about their shitty selves. I'm gonna give a little bit of squatch love to all the assholes. Yeah, Jan, I agree with that. There's still reports coming in from every state of people coming down with it and stuff. You can't say that it's over if it's still affecting people. And doctors are saying that it's on the rise, the new variant. So, I mean, you can't say that it's over. The original variant is over, but you can't say that it is completely over because the new variants keep coming out and people keep catching it. I mean, even the Spanish flu went through dead times and alterations. So, I mean, it didn't just indiscriminately kill for a 4-year period. So, it is over. It is over till after elections. Yeah. Good morning, Tony. But all in all, not too bad. You guys will be able to see on the video how I was feeling yesterday. I done all the filming and stuff yesterday as soon as it got bright. Like I said, I laid back down yesterday. And I laid down just after slept. Yeah. Laid down just after 7. I'd been up for about 4.5 hours. And got up at 10:30. By 11 o'clock, I was outside filming. So, when I first wake up, I'm kind of, I'm ready to go. And then after a couple hours, it's just completely drained me, and I'm ready to frickin' crawl back in bed, pull the covers over my head, and sleep. These things are never over. They're still bubonic plague. Yes, you are correct. First wave decimated the workforce. Still leprosy, still polio. Mm-hmm. Yep. The old swine flu. The swine flu. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Jan. I really honestly didn't feel like talking much. I done that filming yesterday, and I came back in the studio. I dozed off a couple times. Thought, oh crap, I'm not gonna have that video done by tomorrow, and worked on it. Shut the studio down. Went in the bedroom. Got on my pillows at the side of the bed. Dozed off 3 or 4 times, and woke up long enough to attempt to eat and dozed back off. So, and then, like I said, I got up. I got up once during the night to use the bathroom, laid right back down, and slept till, like I said, 5:30 this morning. So, it's definitely taken its toll on me when it comes to sleeping. You had the vid. Yeah, I had the vid. Which strongly implied older generation had encountered a very similar flu. I still chatted with COVID. Don't be a wimp. I'm not being a wimp, bud. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. If I was being a wimp, I wouldn't be on here right now. I'd be sitting here with all the lights off, whimpering like I was doing earlier this morning. Um, Stronger coffee, worst case cocaine, or a better dealer. Oh, believe me, I'm doing my coffee, and that's what's keeping me going. Not to mention, like I said, we got rain coming in, and that just puts me in the mood to sleep anyway. Thunder, a little bit of lightning, the sound of rain beating on the sides of the house. Really, honestly, just puts me in the mood to sleep anyway. So, I ain't worried about it. Worst, now you know we're going to make you laugh. Of course. Worst case of fucking bugs I have ever had, to the point of seeking medical attention. Medical attention, yeah, I called my doctor yesterday. I said, hey, I said, you guys realize that no one contacted me a month and a half ago for my booster shot when it was due at the 6 month point. He says, well, according to our records. I said, I better. Wait, shut up. I said, I'm sitting here looking at my card right now that the nurse fills out every time I get a shot. I said, it was January when I got the shot. January 2nd. I said, it is now September 19th. I said, as I do, July is 7 months, so right there's the 6 month point. I said, so now here we are a month and a half later, and I still not had my 6 month booster. Well, we'll get you in as soon as we can to get that. I said, you don't got to make an appointment. It takes what, 4 seconds? Hey, Cade. Hope you're doing good, buddy. If I had not been alone that week, I'm sure would have been to the hospital. Yep, and I did. I got the vaccine. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's giving me. Maybe I got the vaccine, so it's giving me COVID. Who knows? First time I had, I seriously thought I was going to die. Next Tuesday I go for physical for my surgeries. That's good. I'm sure you'll do fine on the physical. Second time, like mild chest cold. I don't I, I don't feel like I'm gonna die. It does feel like a chest cold, but like I said, it's making me tired, making my muscles hurt. Don't really have any energy to do anything. Um, as for the feeling like I'm gonna die thing, no, I'm nowhere close to that. It just feels like a really, really bad chest cold or a bad case of the flu or a light case of pneumonia. Hell, I don't know. I don't care. Almost did die. My dog knocked me out of my chair, woke me up. I'd been asleep for 28 hours. Wow. Positive note, cabin is on site. Always got to look for that silver lining. Regardless of how bright or how dark that cloud is, you always got to find that silver lining. Good job on that, Tony. Of course, I've been trying to avoid the rest of the family as much as possible, just in case. Don't want to get anybody else sick. Missed 30 calls, 20 texts, 4 people beating on my door. But, once again, the good point is your dog was able to wake you up 28 hours later, and he didn't try to eat you. So, I mean, that's always a positive point. You were laying on the floor for 28 hours. The dog was without try to eat you and was nice enough to wake you up. That is always a good point. When I called my pops, he was on the phone with the sheriff to do a welfare check. So not getting the camera. The son advised it advertised in the paper. I think it's sold. They didn't want to ask me to purchase it. What? That's bullshit, Taki. That's bullcrap, man. I know you was looking forward to that. Oh yeah, Kate. I got it. What was it? November and January, or December and January. Um, only so Grandma didn't get sick. That was the whole reason that that was the whole reason I got the vaccine. 84 years old, um, COPD. I didn't want to take the chance of her getting it. I didn't care about me. I knew I'd make it through regardless. I tried the dying thing. Neither side wanted me, so obviously I got unfinished work. Um, but I got it so she wouldn't get sick. And she had a slight case several months ago, but 4 or 5 days she slept. She'd get up long enough to take a couple drinks of tea, smoke a cigarette, and lay right back down. But yeah, I had it. I believe at one point in time, I felt worse than I do this time around, but nowhere near death. Um, but there went that train of thought. This time just kind of snuck up on me because I felt really good all last week and everything. Felt good over the weekend. Got tired because of all the walking and the heat and everything. But yeah, Sunday night it just kind of eased on, and then yesterday, or Monday, I mean, Monday it eased on. Yesterday was kind of. By last night, I felt like stomp shit. Dog's never out of food. He has 50-pound bulk feeder in the kitchen. 3 gallon water. Oh, that's cool. Still haven't got mine. Funny, the two dudes that did the setup looked at the pillars that I did and thought they were wrong. Spent hours rearranging them till they got them back to where they were when they got there. Remember, my sister-in-law was touring South Asia the weeks before the border closures. She was deported, evacuated to land, and stopped there. Yeah. Oh well. 6 days later, I was sick. My family was at Disney. Well, at least you were saved from that small horror of having to go to Disney. My sons and my ex-wife have been to Disney 5 times. I have never been to Disney, and quite honestly, I don't have much of a desire to go to Disney. It, I don't know. To me, that many people crowded into a space that big, um, kind of a horror to me. Um, yeah, exactly. I won't give them that kind of money either. The original strain was far worse than the later ones. Hey, Santee, good to see you, bud. What the hell? Um, no, Jan, it's not. I've been twice to Disney World. Don't have a care to go back. Good morning, Rusty. Good to see you. Yeah, since I wasn't on here Monday night, I just thought I thought I'd come on here this morning for a little bit and just kind of hang out. Freedom, good morning. Good to see your smiling face. As you guys can see, I'm still alive and kicking. The rumors of my untimely demise were exaggerated greatly. Um, The longer I sit there, the more I feel like they weren't, but you know, that's okay. Oh, you heard no rumors? Wow. That's because you avoid the rumor mill and stuff like that. You don't hang around the water dispenser in the office and listen to all the bullshit. Good morning, Lisa. Hope you're doing good this morning, sweetheart. Not feeling the best in the world, but I wouldn't say anywhere near death warmed over. I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. We'll put it that way. A little better. Still feel kind of blah, kind of icky. Um, I never got a notification for your video yesterday, Jan. I have to go over and check it out when this is over. But yeah, for the most part, a little better. So we'll see. Still planning on doing something this weekend. Um, the sleep thing is really helping. You know, this cold or change of change of season, whatever the hell I got. Like I said, I don't think it's the big C. Um, I don't think it's the big C. I think I got some kind of change of season, cold or something. You know, um, maybe I just pushed myself too hard on Saturday with all the walking and everything. Who knows? Who knows? But it doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like people describe the variants. So maybe you need unsub, resub. Maybe I do. I've done that once, but this weekend I'm trying to plan an investigation for me and Lisa and possibly Heather. Um, one of our oogly boogly spooky cemeteries here in the area. So the big C can feel like it's old now. Well, that's um, kind of, sort of, I guess. It feels more like a chest cold, good case of the flu, something like that. So, but like I said, I actually feel better today than I did yesterday. I just can't wake up. I'm sleeping so much that it's just, you know, I laid back down yesterday morning a little after 7, slept till 10:30. I was going to lay back down this morning, but I got up for like 10 minutes during the night, laid back down, and slept for another 4.5 hours. So I got almost twice as much sleep last night as I normally do. Well, let us not do the spinny thing again. Then I got up this morning, decided I was going to make a run with the live stream this morning. Ever since I got up at 5:30 this morning, the internet has been in and out, in and out, in and out every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. So I just kind of been sitting here in the quiet, all morning long. I'm doing my best, Freedom. I'm doing my best. Good morning, Laura. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Spinny, spinny, spinny. We'll see if this helps any. Refresh the page. Good morning, Ty. Hope you're doing good this morning. Spinny, spinny, spinny. That didn't help at all. The reason I know it was COVID. Mrs. works at the hospital, gets tested all the time. I usually send vids to my hubby, Dan. He's a paranormal person. Yeah, I know. Tyler gonna get me. Tyler's supposed to come back next month, so I don't know. We'll see. He'll either be kicking a corpse or coming back out to visit me alive. Who knows? We'll see what happens. If I die between now and then, I'll make sure tell the wife just to leave me sitting in my chair in here and stuff towels around the door so the smell don't travel past it. KG was on here the other morning for a little bit. As far as I can tell, she's doing fine. If I remember correctly, she's going to buy her ticket on the 1st to go and visit Wookie. And the last I heard, they were still talking about coming up here to see me. I'm only like 2.5 hours north of Wook. So put him on a live stream. I'd love to see it. Snow. Rusty, how dare you say something like that? You can't say words like that on here. This is a family channel. That's pretty much what we've been doing here, Freedom, is getting a bunch of cleaning done and getting the carpets clean, cleaning the walls, rearranging the furniture. My mom and dad will be up this weekend to go through my aunt's house, and she moved to Florida and left about 9/10 of her house for my mom to take care of, because I guess my mom is the most trustworthy of the sisters. So it looks like we're going to be getting new furniture, hopefully a new TV for the living room, so we can actually sit in the living room and entertain guests on occasion and stuff. We don't have a TV out in the living room, so actually I'm kind of ready for it. Tyler's quoting Tombstone again. Yes, he is. Go figure. We tried to sleep cabin floor Friday night. I'm too old for that. Fixing to sell next spring. Getting too old for snow. Not hard to quote myself. I don't know, but it needs to decide if it's going to rain or if rain is coming, because it is muggy as hell in here right now. I've got the fan on high sitting back here. I don't feel any air coming off of it. What in the name of God Almighty? I don't know what's wrong with YouTube this morning, guys. This thing is doing. The computer is just spinning. I mean, it is. It is literally doing its normal spinny, spinny, spinny BS. See if I've got this where it's supposed to be. I mean, it is straight up frozen. Nothing's happening. But at least the chat's working. That's a good thing. Won't be long. Tomorrow I'll be bitching about the cold. Hope to travel with the kids for a year first, though. We're fine here thus far. We're supposed to hit 95 today. We're supposed to hit 81. It's already 71. Muggy. Really, man, I'm freezing in my house right now. It is. I'll tell you what, it's 71 degrees here. It feels like it's 91. 96 here yesterday. Cool breeze, dark clouds. Absolutely beautiful lightning show. Hey, fishing. Good to see you, bud. 70 here today for me. Then low 60s rest of the week and all next week. I'll settle for the 60s. There we go, guys. Rusty is pulling out the day in history already. Let's get to it. 1776, 5 days after British take New York, a quarter of the city burns down. 1780, Benedict Arnold gives British Major John Andre plans to West Point. And pulling your peppers a code. 1784, Pennsylvania Packet and Daily Advisor become the first successful daily newspapers in the United States. Just need to repot. Learned recently they come back better the next year. That's the rumor. Oh, come on. Then again, I don't know what I'm worried about. It's not interfering with the chat, so we're good. 1827, according to Joseph Smith Jr., the angel Moroni gave him a record of gold plates, 1/3 of which Joseph translated into the Book of Mormon. Dum 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 dum. April 30th, 1845, Hitler celebrates his last known birthday. 1863, Union forces retreat to Chattanooga after defeat at Chickamauga. 1872, John Henry Conyers of South Carolina becomes the first black student at Annapolis. Tell you what, I'm switching over to that. (1883) First direct U.S.-Brazil telegraph connection. 1873, Colt puts out its new 1873 Colt Peacemaker revolver. 1893, Frank Dorea drives the first American-made gas-propelled vehicle. 1895, America's first automotive producer, the Dorea Motor Wagon Company, was founded by Charles and J. Frank Dorea. 1955, Emmett Till is murdered outside Money, Mississippi. 1897, New York Sun runs famous "Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus" editorial. 1903, first cowboy film Kit Carson premieres in the U.S. That's what I always thought too, Tony. I thought Benz was the first automotive company. 1905, Atlanta Life Insurance Company forms. Where at? Atlanta. I thought they were the first company, not just the first car. Wow. You learn something new every... Yeah. 1922, U.S. President Warren G. Harding signs a joint resolution of approval to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. In 1973, Skynyrd releases their first album, pronounced Leonard Skynyrd. 1928, My Weekly Reader magazine made its debut. And children were reading weekly from then on. I don't fucking know. I don't care. 1930, Johann Ostermeyer patents flashbulb. Oh, I wish I were an Ostermeyer like... Oh, I finally recall the Weekly Reader. Really? I remember seeing weekly readers when I was a little older in the doctor's offices and stuff. But I don't recall ever seeing them in the stores or anything else. But I do remember seeing them in doctor's offices and things like that for the kids to read. April 1863, Lincoln puts 13th Amendment in order for the Emancipation Proclamation. 1938, the Great Hurricane of 1938 makes landfall on Long Island, New York. Death toll is estimated at 500 to 700 people. They were freely distributed to the school I was in. Huh. We never had them in our schools. And I was just in school, what, Tony? A decade, maybe, if that long, behind you. So that's really kind of weird. I don't remember them ever being, because I started school in... I started school in 75. Yeah, 75. I was in the kindergarten 75. And, no, I was in kindergarten 74. I started first grade in 75. So, wow. 66, so yeah, 11 years difference. From the time you was in till I was in. Oh, let's see here. And I could actually read. Magazines were the best. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. 1948, Milton Berle becomes the permanent host of NBC's TV show Texaco Star Theater. April 1865, Robert E. Lee surrenders to Ulysses S. Grant. Why are we in April? This is September. Oh, never mind. 1950, George Marshall sworn in as the third Secretary of Defense of the United States. 1953, KRDO TV Channel 13 in Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Colorado, ABC. First broadcast, 9 years, 9/11, same thing. Stopped teaching civics by the time I went. 1954, Ilko van Kleppens, appointed president of the ninth session of the UN General Assembly. Yeah, Santee, we all appreciate it when Rusty does it because, well, if it was still left up to me, there wouldn't be any history today. I would be history today. 1974, Nixon resigns, then whips out the peace signs and leaves on his presidential helicopter, making him the first and only president to resign. I had been an avid, if not obsessive, reader growing up. I was too. I used to love to read. Now I read on the internet. That's my book. Well, that's not entirely true. I've got an entire bookshelf of history books and local history books, and Michigan history books, and Midwest history books, and American history books. Some of them things are like that thick. 1957, Perry Mason TV series based on the character by author Earl Stanley Gardner, starring Raymond Burr, premieres on CBS TV. I graduated school in 2000. Always loved younger women. 1958, first airplane flight exceeding 1,200 hours lands in Dallas, Texas. 1958, first at sea. That was so, once again, so important. It had to be mentioned twice. You graduated in 78, Jan. I graduated in 87. I was paroled in 78. You are Mr. History. So is that delegating history? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Or delegating responsibility. I mean, you're a manager. You understand that. (1961) maiden flight of the CH-47 Chinook transportation helicopter. Always been a fan of the Chinooks, man. Those things are beautiful. They're big. They're loud. They're imposing. Chinook was always my favorite chopper. 19. I hate it when my phone does stupid stuff. Technology, man. Technology. 1964, North American XB-70 Valkyrie, the world's first Mach 3 bomber, makes its maiden flight from Palmdale, California. I'm not an ageist. I love women. 1966, 5 inches of rain falls on New York City. 1966, Jimi Hendrix changes spelling of his name to Jimmy. Jimmy! 1979, Gary Rosington and Alan Collins decide to start the Rosington-Collins Band after the Skinner plane crash and give music another try. 1967, U.S. performs a nuclear test at Nevada test site. Hey, Monday morning it was a nuclear test at Las Vegas, which explains why that place glows. And that also explains a lot of the people you see there. 1968, police drama Adam 12 debuts on NBC in the U.S. 1970, Monday Night Football, created by Roone Arledge, premieres on ABC. Browns 31, Jets 21. I really know how to use my phone with all the new age technology. Amen to that, sis. 1970, KAPP-TV, Channel 35 in Yakima, Washington, begins broadcasting. 1970, New York Times starts first modern op-ed page. Op-ed page. What the hell's an op-ed page? Op-eds. Opt page? Op-ed? Opt. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, Monday Night Football has made some major changes. Major changes since 1970. That's for damn sure. 1976, Orlando Letelier is assassinated in Washington, D.C. He was a member of the Chilean Socialist government of Salvador Allende, overthrown in 1973 by Augusto Pinochet. I believe it's operative education. 1982, San Francisco cable cars cease operations for 2 years for repairs. Oh, tried to work on my portal the other day. Apparently the board is different on the different radio receivers. I done the clip thingy on mine, and it didn't change anything on it. So I'm going to have a professional look at it, and I'm just going to have to go without a paranormal portal for the time being. It didn't change a thing on it, which is amazing because, you know, normally on electronic devices, everything on the motherboard serves a purpose. So, you know, I went in there with the clippers and found followed the video, followed the video online on what to clip to make it do the rapid transference between channels. You know, instead of going, they show you on there what to clip, make it. It didn't work. I cut the wire, and it didn't change how the thing works at all. So apparently there's a bunch of extra wires and shit in there that don't serve a purpose. 1982, STS-5 vehicle moves to the launch pad. 1973, first and greatest Smokey and the Bandit movie is released. Whoop, whoop. Tell me you're not making... Yes, I was trying to make a portal. And it didn't work. 1983, U.S. performs a nuclear test at the Nevada test site. Millions and millions of 1,000-pound Gila monsters and 40-foot-long tarantulas are cheering. No, I won't use a Ouija board. I don't do the Ouija board thing. I don't subscribe to that. Nope, I don't mind using a spirit board and a pendulum, but I like the portal a lot more because of the verbal communication. (1984) NASA launches the Galaxy. And I have no clue because it's covered up right here. There's a little, like, a box that's covering it. Looks like a C, and then it's covered. 1985, American CIA case officer Edward Lee Howard flees to Russia after being identified as a KGB agent. Ouija board was good for getting laid in my youth. God, there's so many things I could say to that. I'm just not going to do it. Good morning, ma'am. I hope you're doing well this morning. Uh, 1988, Mike Tyson smashes TV camera outside his Bernardsville, New Jersey home. No, I am not going to say it. He's provided immoral support to girls who played with the thing. Immoral or immortal support. In 1968, the Miley Massacre occurs in Vietnam. 1990 reports that U.S. refinery problems will lead to a loss in capacity and aggressive remarks by Saddam Hussein, so damn insane, send crude prices to new heights. Old Saddami. I remember the day they hung him on TV for the world to see. Hung his ass and 20 minutes later hung his mustache. 1994 Howard Stern radio show premieres in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Florida. WBGG 105.9 FM. There were two girls who were afraid to touch the board alone. For those of you that didn't know, Tony would actually lay them on the Ouija board and he would try to open a whole different kind of paranormal portal. 1955, we lost James Dean in a wreck in his 356 Porsche. Yes, it was September 1955 in California. 2001, Deep Space One flies within 2,200 kilometers of the comet Borrelli. No problem, Cato. My pleasure, bud. I've been trying to slowly bring folks in. More moderators means the channel, me, and everybody else stays safer. So he provided them with that Holy Spirit. No, he just tried to fill in their spirit holy. Like I was going to be much help if they summoned up demons from hell. Then ran because he knew their dad would be pissed. (2002) Farm Aid 15 held in Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. Performers included Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Dave Matthews, Keith Urban, Leanne Womack, Kid Rock, and Jillian Welch. 2003 Galileo mission terminated by sending the probe into into Jupiter's atmosphere, where it was crushed by the pressure in the lower altitudes. 2004 Green Day releases their album American Idiot in the U.S. Nope, not saying I want to. Going to. Thanks. I don't know. Maybe. American Idiot. All you see is Tony running down the driveway, clothes and Ouija board in hand, with the girl's dad's shotgun in hand, chasing Tony through his yard. 2007, George Clooney is injured in a motorcycle accident in Weehawken, New Jersey. I never really ran into dads that didn't like me. And they were at my house. 2008, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, the two last remaining independent investment banks on Wall Street, become bank holding companies as a result of the subprime mortgage crisis. Tony pulled a Ronnie Van Zant, told their dads to give me 3 steps. Now that I think about it, I should have given thought to why they asked we could bring the thing over in the first place. Makes sense. 2013 Farm Aid held in Saratoga Springs, New York. Performers include Willie, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Dave Matthews, Pete Seeger, Amos Lee, Jack Johnson, and Casey Musgrave. To all the girls I've loved before, who let me enter their back door, I'm glad they came along and sat upon my dawn. To all the girls I've loved before, to all the girls I've loved before. 2015, Scott Walker, governor of Wisconsin, pulls out of the Republican U.S. presidential race. Does a Saturday Night Special pocket along with a street howitzer. 2016, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan pledged $3 billion to medical research to cure, prevent, or manage all diseases by the end of the century. And the third Skinner song mentioned today turned into Mr. Breeze. As I mentioned earlier, guys, there is a video coming out today after the live stream is over with. I ain't going to tell you what it's about, but I will give you a hint. That's your hint. All right, Cade, you take care of yourself, bud. Have a great day, and we'll catch you all later. 2019 Farm Aid held in East Troy, Wisconsin. Performers include Willie, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Dave Matthews, Bonnie Raitt, Luke Combs, Nathaniel Rateliff, and Night Sweets, Margot Price. So I don't have any former girlfriends that currently hate me or refuse to talk to me. Nope, when I made that thing, Jan, I made that thing to do some damage. That's about 10 pounds of a big chunk of wood right there. Give me just a second, guys. I have got to run to the pate. Please continue. I'll catch up when I get back. Thank you all, by the way. I am feeling 100 times better than I was an hour and 5 minutes ago. maybe this was a good thing. I'll be right back. All right. Nearest star is 20 trillion miles away. Wow. 2020. WHO Director Tedros Ghebreyesus says countries representing two-thirds of the world's population have joined its COVAX vaccine distribution initiative to deliver 2 billion doses. It was Mr. PP time. 2021, McDonald's announces plans to drastically reduce plastic in its Happy Meals by 2025. These meals make it one of the largest toy distributors in the world. 2021, world leaders address climate change at the UN. Joe Biden pledges to double financial aid to developing countries. President Xi Jinping says China will stop coal-fired projects. Man, that's a whole lot of words for Joe Biden to put in one sentence. All right, Rusty. Thank you very much, bud, for today in history. I appreciate it. You have a good day. Take care of yourself. And we'll catch you in a couple days, bud. 230 coal power plants in the United States. It's all bull. Gotta go, my friends and family. Gotta get some mommy duties done. Love you guys. Have a great day. Um, I'll get with you here in a little bit, Lisa, about this weekend and stuff. Go take care of your mommy stuff and don't threaten me. I'm still bigger than you. I'll eat things bigger than you. All right, Lisa. Sounds good. Rose collects decals. Don't forget, Drew has new decals, $3. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that, dear. Good morning, Dupree. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. and evidently chainsaws. If anybody has any chainsaws they no longer want, Tony does collect chainsaws and guns. It's a good day to have a good day. Yes, ma'am, it is. Any day I wake up and can wiggle my toes on the carpet, it is off to a hell of a start. I don't care how I feel physically, as long as them piggies wiggle in the carpet, it's a great start. Had to buy a new one this weekend. Exactly, which is why, we're going to attempt to start building up, we're going to start building up your collection of chainsaws. The drill for all the improvements. All right, Dupree. You have a great day. Take care of yourself. Good to see you. And we'll check you. Yeah. Come on, brain. Come on. It's all right. You'll get some more sleep later. We'll check you out later, sweetie. Everyone have a great day. Lots to do today. You too, Mayhem. Take care. Have a good day. And we will catch you later. OFFS. I did do cowboy coffee bit down there. Nothing beats a good old pot of cowboy coffee over an open fire. Even if you are sleeping in your cabin, go outside, get the fire fired up, get the coffee on. Nothing beats it. Oh, on a propane stove? It's still kind of a fire. Hey, nothing wrong with coffee in a pan. Nothing wrong with coffee in a pan. Too much to do to screw with firewood. I don't blame you. I really honestly don't. It was freaking great. AAP! Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I still haven't figured out how I missed you at Ghostorama. I mean, I was looking for the sunglasses. I was looking for the goatee. I was looking for the tie-dye t-shirt. I mean, when I talked to Rebecca and told her we were going to be there, I looked for it all day long. I did not see the goatee, the sunglasses, and the tie-dye t-shirt. I looked all over. And then I found out you were right there at my booth. And how in the hell I missed you, I'll never know. find me a woman who sleeps less than I do and makes coffee for me. I wish we could have come, but we was busy with the boys. Now, see, I thought you did show up. I thought somebody said AAP was right there at your booth when you were talking to other people. It must have been somebody else wearing a tie-dye t-shirt and sunglasses. But I had somebody tell me you were there. Well, now I don't feel so bad. Sorry, I've been MIA lately. Been trying to get my health back in on the way to doctor's appointment now. Uh, I'm sorry that I've been MIA. But with everything going on, I've kind of not been going to anybody's streams lately. Don't mean I love anybody any less. But I've just been keeping my distance, hoping that things finally start to calm down a little bit. I hate to see anybody beaten down and bad mouthed, and especially people I care about. That really, really gets on my nerves. Yeah, definitely take care of yourself, man. Lungs are nothing to mess with. Me and my emphysema can tell you all about it. And my wife's grandma's got COPD. So, yeah, definitely take care of yourself. Do what the doctor says. Don't make me come to Lansing for the sole purpose of breaking my foot off in your butt. I will do it. Rob, good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Emphysema is COPD, not according to my um, um, chest doctor. Said they're two totally different diseases. I'm so close to my 4K, only 10 away. Wow. Good job, bud. Congratulations. Hell, you'll have that before the week's over, Rob. COPD is a lot of different diseases. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, really, by the end of the day, it's not impossible. Not impossible. Boom. There you go. Freedom just picked you up, Rob. Now you're only 9 away. Guess I'm doing a 4K challenge when I hit it and it sticks. Wonderful, Rob. I'll get you out on my social media. Most definitely. A bacterial infection. Wow. I'll share you out now. How people head your way. Very cool. I would advise everyone more, but diddly for subs currently. I appreciate you and sharing me. Y'all mean so much. Well, if it makes you feel any better, AAP, the last couple days since I done that pirate event over in South Haven on Saturday. I think I picked up something. At first, I thought it was the big C, but it's not hitting me like that. It's hitting me like a severe chest cold, um, maybe a heavy flu or a light pneumonia. Just making me real tired. I can still taste everything. I just really honestly don't have much of an appetite. I'm wanting to sleep all the time. I really don't have an energy, and I feel a heaviness in my lower lungs. But just being on here today has really, really picked me up from how I felt 2 hours ago. So, maybe the more active I am, the faster I can beat it. I don't know. But I slept a lot night before last, and then turned around last night and did it again. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's some kind of real bad chest cold or something going around. Who knows? I don't know. It's supposed to make one feel better. Love you, Rob. You're awesome. Rob is awesome. I wish he didn't live so far away. We could do a little bit more collabing together. It's the only way I get moving out of your system. Apparently it is. Apparently it is. Like I said, I feel 100 times better right now than what I did um, 2 hours ago. It's the only one. I got a big surprise coming next week. It's on epic scale. Probably going to be the most epic vid I've ever done. Cool. I look forward to that. I look forward to that, bud. I still prefer sexist therapy. So do I, Tony, but everybody keeps telling me no. Hell, I was thinking about having sex yesterday. My hand fell asleep. What are you supposed to do? Got you on my tab. That sounds fun. I was so thrilled to meet Rob in person. Been talking to him on his channel. Hey, Rob is awesome, and we had a chance to go to Notre Dame together last year and see Regis Philbin's grave, and uh, the the funniest thing was the grave for the manager of the band Chicago. He knew where he wanted to be buried. He had that awesome headstone and stuff planted there. He's still alive and kicking, but his headstone is there at Notre Dame, not very far from Regis. And that was funny. No dates on the headstone, just this beautiful black and gold headstone. I want to get out and do some more with Rob. Watching. Hope he fires. Think so. I thought the same thing, but I rolled over and my wife was snoring. Just fun avoiding the chillins. I love vlogging celebrity graves. You've done some epic ones, bud. You have done some epic ones. Vern Troyer is still my favorite, but I always liked that little. I always liked that little guy. He was a hell of an actor. He had a hell of a lifestyle, but he was a hell of an actor, and always wanted to meet him. Always wanted to meet him. You don't need her to be awake, you know. He does if he wants to survive the night. Your celebrity graves are awesome. That's what I tell my hubby all the time. You need to start sleeping on your back more. Maybe I won't be so grouchy all the time. Variety channel, so I do everything from paranormal to you name it. Depends on the person, I guess. I guess it does. So how's the family doing, AAP? I will wake up without fail. How's Becca and the kids? My hubby, don't dead to the world. Yeah, he might be at the doctor's office by now. Instruction, not surprised. I know I slept much better when I used to uh, work outside the home. You done custom brick block and stone work, and I slept like a rock, quite literally. But then again, when you're toting around a couple 100 pounds of stone every day, one block at a time, yep, manual labor makes for better sleeping. Yeah, 'cause there's sure not a lot of manual labor in doing what I do. That's what the wife keeps telling me. I need to find something to do to wear myself out during the day so I sleep better at night. Quite honestly, sometimes just talking about it makes me tired. My cousin Rick and I are watching you on the big screen. Very cool. Very cool. Can you see this? Can you see this bump right here? What's that look like to you? Here, hold on. Let me spread the whiskers out. There it is. What's that look like to you? Is that cancer? My luck it is. It's an ingrown hair. It's gonna be one of those Dr. Pimple Popper things when I try to grab a hold of hair and pull it out, and it's like 18 inches long or something like that. Wish I could do manual labor. I'd be at the barn right now finishing up. I did a shitload of work this past weekend. Still up several hours before the sun. I have suffered from insomnia my entire life. I have been up for days straight. So, good morning, Terry. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Was needed a little sleep to function. You know, Tony, there are nights I wished that I could do 5 hours. A lot of times, I'm lucky to see 3 hours. Some nights I hardly see any at all. So these last couple nights, even though my days I have felt like crap, the nights of sleep I've been getting have been a godsend. I suffer from insomnia. Drives me crazy. Maybe some cat naps here and there. I'm good. Never missed my show. Okay. Okay, I get the hint. I get the hint. I wouldn't have missed Monday evening if I wouldn't have been asleep. Um, I ate a little bit, and that was it. I was out. I slept, with the exception of waking up long enough to raise my head up to see who was in the room with me. I slept from probably 6:30 to 9, and then I was up for about an hour, maybe a little over an hour, passed out, slept till like 2:30, got up, laid back down a couple minutes after 7, and that was it till 10:30. I am enjoying a day off at home alone. The quiet. Sometimes quiet is nice. Lisa had a great time with you guys. I'm glad she did. She's awesome. I think she's a natural. I'm trying to get something worked out for this weekend. Possibly Saturday evening at one of our historic cemeteries here in the area. Probably just be me, her, and one other person. So she sounds like she's ready. It's been 2 weeks. She's starting to feel that hunger to get back out there and do some more investigating. So back when I worked a job, it was not uncommon for me to leave to get trailers at 3 p.m., drive 25 hours, and sleep when I got back home. I used to love to drive. I used to love to drive. I had no problem leaving central Indiana, driving straight to Tampa, and being up the whole day. Drove all night. Then was up the whole next day and um, laid down that night, 10 or 11 o'clock, slept for 6 or 7 hours, and get up and run all day the next day. I enjoyed night driving because there was a lot less traffic. But I like doing the day driving thing too because you could see the scenery, especially if you was in a new location somewhere. Not that you really got to see much scenery because you was always watching that other idiot on the road, but still, I'm a scenic driver. I love to be able to pull off the road, take some pictures. Who knows, maybe one of these days I'll get my eyes fixed and I'll be able to drive again. That'd be a godsend in itself. And by the way, if the makers of Fago are watching, I'm 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 looking for sponsorship. And if the makers of Supreme Blend out of Dallas, Texas are watching, looking for sponsorship. Night blindness, can't see to drive, sucks. Get about 3 hours sleep a day, and that works great for me working nights. When my youngest graduated boot camp, I drove from here to Columbia, South Carolina, Fort Jackson, South Carolina, right down just outside of Columbia. That's where I done my basic training at. Then took her to D.C., then back to pick up the other kiddo, and drove back home in 3 days. This night shift, been stay-at-home mom for a few years now, in a Dodge K car. Good God, that's a trip. Worst I did was Florida 23 hours later. I left central Indiana, drove to Tampa in 18 hours. Stopped 3 times, I think. Knocked out potty, fuel, and food at the same time in each stop. 30 hours in the driver's seat in 3 days. It wasn't the time or the drive, it was the kids fighting and potty breaks. 5 hours of sleep in there somewhere. I never had to worry about kids fighting. Um, Another one of my expeditions, uh, I left Indiana, drove to South Carolina, took a friend of mine and her little boy down to the Air Force Base in South Carolina, and took her down to her sister's house, stayed there for a day, and drove back to Indiana. Never had to worry about kids fighting. I've driven from here to the French River, Ontario, Canada. When we vacationed in Florida, I used a pickup with a topper and no sliding rear window. No kid noises. It's age gap, 4 and 8 year old, 8 year. difference between oldest and youngest. I only had one in the back seat. And get this, I was driving an old Lincoln Mark One all the way to South Carolina and all the way back. You remember the Lincoln Mark One, the 20-foot long burgundy land yacht with the white Landau top. Big motor, really fast. Hard to stop when the front wheel falls off on the interstate. You know, those things. Driven from here to Durant, Texas, and back probably 100, 150 times. Templar, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hanging out at a laundromat. Well, that's good. Used to drive from North Carolina to Maryland all the time. I can't sleep in a motel. I can sleep in a motel. I just prefer camping. Or car sleeping. If it's like the Lincoln and there's enough room to actually stretch out inside it. Never really drove my pickup anywhere. It was a work truck. So the bed was always full of stuff. Even though I had a topper on it, it was always full of equipment. I never took it anywhere. Oh, come on, Billy. Last time I did that, I came to my home, exit, was shocked to see 6 inches of snow on the ground. And I have a memory of Illinois or snowing at all. A blessed day and all more chores to do. All right, Freedom. You get hopping on your thing. Don't forget, guys, I will be over with Danny tonight on Unrestricted Paranormal. We have a guest, or at least the last time I spoke to him, we had a guest set up for tonight. I will be over there with him, chatting with the guest. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but let's just say it's going to be interesting. I drove from Ohio to Arizona with my son last year. Google Maps said it was 26 hours. 3 days later, after stopping at every rest area we passed, plus a few restaurants and gas stations, we got there. Well, that's pretty cool. Man, it is getting muggy in this house. Even with this fan going, it's getting muggy. It's 73 degrees outside, which means it's probably about 79 or 80 inside the house already. Man, I'll get you there in 24 hours. Hey, dog, good to see you, bud. Good to see you. And I mean every rest stop. There we go, that helps. Ever heard of a piss jug? My dad had a coffee can. It was like walking can be done without thought. Very much so. I've covered millions of miles. You know, that's always a cool thing when you sit back and realize how much you've driven in your life. I mean, we sit and we listen, you know, like my uncle, before he officially retired, um, he drove U.S. and Canada, Mexico, and then he went on a dedicated route from New York City to Galveston, Texas. And he had already got two 1 million mile plaques and was working on his third 1 million mile plaque when he finally retired. When my aunt got so sick, he had to stay at home with her and help take care of her. Um, it's amazing to sit down and think about how much you've driven and some of the things you've seen, places you've been, things like that. When we're traveling, I don't stop except for gas. Good morning, Danny. Good to see you, bud. Hey, who's our guest tonight, Danny? Usually 375, 550 miles every day, 5 to 6 days a week. Brian Laverty, guys. I go through Loveland all the time. AJ practically grew up at the Castle Skate Land back in the day. Did that too. Well, there you go, guys. Brian Laverty is the guest on um, the MPS show tonight on Unrestricted Paranormal. There you go. Global Ghost Hunter creator. So hopefully we'll be on YouTube tonight. There was a something going on last week. We were not on YouTube. Hopefully tonight we'll be on there so you guys can all come over and join us. Yeah, the SMP show. That thing. Looking for the frog man. Got to don't have a road bladder. Hopefully it will be Jan. Um, one of the things I enjoy most about co-hosting with Danny is reading the chat and um, fielding all you guys' questions and stuff. So hopefully it will be on YouTube. The truck can do 325 miles on a tank, but the Suburban, and it hits 700 plus miles, is a problem for her. I'm going raccoon hunting today. Bastards were in the garage eating dog food, and then they ate cat food off the top of her house. I got a coon dog. we technically live in Miamiville, but our mailing address is Loveland. Might want to put that armrest down, then I won't fall out of the chair when I lean down. Yes, YouTube tonight. There it is, guys. You see it right here. If it was during the mid-'80s, we have probably met before. Loveland sounds like a porno. Yes, yes it does. Man, guys and gals, I did it. We did it. We did it. I am down to 9 minutes. I have not passed out yet. I've not barfed on the computer. My eyes are still open. So I'll be damned if these sickies are going to hold me back. Screw these damn viruses and stuff like that. I am still here. I'm still kicking. And I'm going to push myself until I can't push no more. That's Lovelace, not Loveland. But what if it's Lovelace in Loveland? I grew up in Blanchester originally, but moved here about 10 years back. Got to Blanchester all the time. That's a new feeling. How can you have acid reflux when you've not eaten anything in 12 hours? 15 hours. That's what it feels like. It don't feel like it's in my lungs. It feels like acid reflux. Now that I think about it, because it's right down here at the top of my stomach. And it's more of a burning than anything. My father used to own the Shell station on the edge of town. Small towns are great. I agree, Terry. I agree completely. I will never live in a large city again. I'll never live in a large town again. I like our little towns just the way they are. I have a big live trap made for trapping coyotes, wild dogs. That's what we're using. There you go. You too, Tony. Have a good day, bud. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch you later. I used to show at the World Equestrian Center in Wilmington. I hate hernia. God, I hope not. No, since I went out and done that festival over the weekend, within 36 hours or so, I really started feeling bad. At first, I was afraid that it was the big C, but then it's starting to act more like a change of season, cold, maybe the flu, something like that. It's not like Big C was. It's just but now it's starting to feel kind of acidy. So I don't know. I'm still here though. What the hell? No, it's not allergies. I don't have any allergies. My only allergies are to stings and stuff like that. At least if I have allergies now, it's the first. I've never had allergies before. I don't even want one freaking neighbor. I'm not a big fan of neighbors myself, but sometimes they make life interesting. You're getting old and failing. I'll accept old and failing. Now, it can't be that, Danny. I have not had any kind of illicit activity with any monkeys, at least in the last 2 years. So, well, no, I've been married for 6. I've not had any illicit activity with any monkeys whatsoever in at least 7.5 years. Now, there was that gibbon 8 years ago, but we don't talk about that. Acts like acid reflux. You should get it checked out. 60% of people who have 60% of most people have one. Wow. Well, I will mention that at my doctor's appointment. Heart attacks mimic those symptoms for some people. Well, if it's a heart attack, it is the longest oncoming heart attack in the history of mankind. Rest in peace. Well, isn't that special? First strung out for several days. I guess my family is just unique. You know, my grandfather had multiple ones before it several weeks. He had multiple ones before the last one finally took him, and his were quick onset, effects hit, go to the hospital, come back home. Another living history mystery. Yep, exactly. Where would we be without those mysteries? Yeah, it's about that time, guys. We got less than a minute to go. Woohoo, we made it. Sicker than hell, and I'm still here. Might miss a live stream on occasion, but I try to make them up. Don't forget, there's a video coming out here real soon today. I give you guys the hint earlier what it had to do with. Guess you got to look back in the live stream to see what I'm holding up. About 45 minutes ago or so. But it'll be coming out here real soon. Dog, you take care of yourself, bud. Much love. Hopefully we'll meet up sometime here real soon. Rest you guys. Take care of yourselves. Love and light. All the kissies and huggies and squishy shit. And we'll don't forget, I will be over there with Danny tonight on Unrestricted Paranormal. Oh, let's see here. Let me get back up here. Get back up here. Get back up here. It should be on at 8 o'clock tonight on Unrestricted. Do not forget that our guest is going to be Brian Laverty, global ghost hunt creator. This is going to be the first global ghost hunt, guys. This is a worldwide event. So, there's going to be a lot of stuff to hear tonight. But that's all I got for y'all today. On the store's throw from the Equestrian Center. Take care. Love and light. Get well. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. But again, you know, we are done here. Go get on with your Wednesday. Hopefully we'll catch you over on Unrestricted tonight. But until then, y'all take care of yourself. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll see y'all tonight. Take care.